G'day everyone, Ali here. Well, welcome to April's Take 5 art collaboration. Leanne from Creatively Free to Be Me has pulled the prompts this month, and she's pulled out to use blue-green shade, ink, layers, white pen and something recycled. So I've pulled out my Semco paints and I've got just some different shades here. I've also pulled out my Inca Gold and I've got that in turquoise and in steel blue. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use that or not, but I've pulled them out. For ink, I've pulled out some alcoholic ink in denim and in Clover, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do there, and I've just purchased these actually, so I am going to have a really good play, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Layers, I got out my the Crafters Warehouse. This is my favorite modeling paste. I really love it, so I'm going to use this to layer it, and I'm thinking that I might color it with some ink, so got that. I've got my white gel pen and also something recycled. Now, I have been hoarding all these tags, so I thought that I might do something with these tags. I do like this. I thought I might cut these out and put them in my art journal. I think I've got a couple of those. But I also saw this. This is a Super A tag. Empower, celebrate and create positive change for girls globally. So I saw that and I thought, you know what, I think I might do something with that as well. So that's going to be my recycled part. Now I am doing this, and I've just got a notebook here that I have started this year's Take 5 art collaboration in. So I've already gessoed the page and prepped it, so I'm just ready to go. So let's get started. First of all, I'm going to add the paint to my page with a brayer, and I'm just going to start off with this lighter colour of blue and green, and I'm just adding it just all over the page in no particular pattern, but just getting it on and breaking the blank page. So just adding another layer of paint here, and it's a few shades darker as well. So before moving on to the next stage, I'm just going to dry this off. As I mentioned, I really do love the Crafters Warehouse Light and Fluffy modelling paste. It's beautiful to work with and it does dry quickly as well. So I've just got some modelling paste and I'm just going to add some ink just to add some colour to that modelling paste. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but we'll see. So I've got this Kaisercraft stencil here called Script, and I absolutely love this, and you'll be able to read a little bit of it as well a little later in the video. So I decided that I wanted another colour of modelling paste as well, and this is where I added some alcohol ink in the denim colour. So I'm mixing that through, and what I wanted to do was have the blue and the green sort of marble through each other. Now I find the easiest way to put modelling paste on is just with a store card. It's so easy, and this modelling paste is fantastic. It's not too thick, not too thin. Now the trick is don't play too much with the paste. So if you play too much with the paste, that's when it tends to get underneath your stencil. Well, that's what I find anyway. So even though I did get a little bit under the stencil, as you can see, I probably did play a bit too much. So the trick is just get it on and be done with it. Now, as you can see, I'm just drying it off, and I am really disappointed because it's really blending in together to my background. So while I decide what to do with my little disaster here, I thought I would just move on to my tags and just let that modelling paste really dry. So I've got some tags here, and I do have a second one. So it's like a mandolin pattern on the corner here, so I'm just fussy cutting it out because I want to use this into my page somehow. And while I'm cutting, I've got these fancy scissors here, so I'm just going to cut this out with, so it's just a wavy blade there. So now I'm going to use white ink, and this is where I'm going to colour in some of my mandolin shapes here, just to highlight some of these curves. It's a beautiful print on this, so and it'll highlight and emphasize the pattern also on this. Now back to my little disaster here, which I'm really disappointed in. So I've got some distress stain here in cracked pistachio, and I thought I'll just add it up the top here and sort of let it drip down. So I'm just getting some water just to spray on. I've also got some distress spray stain in broken china, which I'm just doing the same thing. I didn't want to overdo it, so I just wanted to put a little bit on at a time. After doing the distress spray stain, I wasn't totally happy with that, so I went and got the stencil again, and I've got some Montmartre raw amber acrylic paint here, and I've decided to sponge that on with a sponge dauber just all over, just to make those words pop, because as I mentioned earlier, the words on this stencil are absolutely gorgeous, so I really wanted to make them pop. After revealing this, I'm a bit happier with the outcome. With my little mandalay pieces here, I'm going to glue them down using some quick dry adhesive, and I want the mandalays to come out from underneath my little saying, which I'll stick on the top of these. Now I just want this page balanced on the other side as well, so I've got this no branded die that I got offline, Just Be You. So I've just cut it out of some craft cardstock, and I'm just seeing how that looks there. So I'm just gonna, before I do stick it down, it just needs a little bit of colour, so I've got my Inca Golds out and I'm just having a look to see if any will stick out. But I did end up using my Nouveau Mousse by Black Ash. So, and I just wanted to add just a hint of darker colour just to make this pop off the page. So I then decided to use my Inca Gold just in the background, just to try and make that word die just pop a bit more. So I think this is Steel Blue and Turquoise in the Inca Gold. So I absolutely love the mousse products, and I do use quite a bit of them. So to glue this down, once again, I'm just using the quick dry adhesive just to stick that down. Now I've just got a black pen here and I'm just going to just outline the word just to try and make that pop off the page a bit more. And that's my art page finished for the Take 5 collaboration for the month of April. As you can see, this was a great challenge for me and I was really out of my comfort zone. I think this is a great tutorial because you can see when things don't work or you're not happy with them, change them until you are happy with them. Don't forget to check out the other 11 talented ladies. I'll link their links below. So I hope you've enjoyed my video on this. If you have, please give me the thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell for up and coming videos. And until next time, happy crafting. See ya!